A 17-year-old German ambushed and stabbed to death by a Muslim immigrant. The killer is then acquitted of murder charges after telling the court, "Oh, I fucked up. It was sorry, guys. I did a boo-boo." Now the European boy is killed and he is out of the picture. Mother and brother shocked after verdict. Yeah, you think they're closing in on us, on European people, like a pack of hyenas. And if, let's say, this kid managed to fight off one of them or whatever, he's by himself, they act like the Tusk Raiders in Star Wars. They might be easily scared off at first, but then they'll come back and they'll be in greater numbers. If it's bad now, when they are 1/3 of the populations in our countries, think it's gonna get better when they're half or 3/4? Oh, they'll be nice to us when they're 3/4 of the population, you see. So what does this mean? It means their attacks will just get more and more vicious on our people as the time goes by. They will get more and more brazen, but they come emboldened by our system, as the establishment chooses those over us, right? They stab us in the back. They arm them, they disarm you. They do crimes, they let them out of jail, they put you in jail for not even doing crimes. These people think they're winning, they're not. Once we've removed those people from those positions of political power and everyone else down the line, influential groups and everything else, the rest is, not going to say it's easy, but the rest is kind of a formality at that point. It's about the decision up here, coming to the realization that you're not going to tolerate yourself out of this situation. You can't be nice enough so that this will go away. It's not how this works. It's not how they operate. The more you back down, the more weakness you show, the more emboldened they get. They think it's funny. They piss on our children, these people, and they videotape it and they put it on social media because they think it's funny. Have you had enough yet? I know you've had enough if you're watching this, but the people out there rhetorically asking them, have they had enough yet? Are they at what point? This is why it's vital for them to control the flows of information, because they don't want you to see any of this stuff. All right, it's clear we have to deport these people. We have to take back control of our countries. We need to enforce law and order again, and justice, like rights for our people, for our population. That's what needs to happen. We need to operate as a racial group. That's just what it is. We Europeans have to bound together. We have to help each other out, have to look out for each other. And this is a survival strategy at this point. Otherwise, they'll be consumed. They'll be your children, your grandchildren, or you, or your parents, or your sister, your brother, your cousins, pick it, your aunt, your uncle, whatever, will be just another victim of these special interest groups, these corporations, the politicians, the NGOs, the leftists, the Jewish activists, and all these other groups that are lobbying for our replacement. Our enemies, those who hate us, those who have declared us as their enemies, making them our enemies, whether you want it or not, whether you realize this or not, they're at war with you. They're firing everything they have against you. They're at like 110% capacity on trying to kill you in various ways. Jabs, by proxy, by migrants, just replacing you, ending your civilization, saying you can't have this job, you can't make any money because you're white, you can't apply for these jobs, firing you for those reasons. This is war. This is a warfare against us. And if it's not outright warfare, it's lawfare. They go after you legally for saying and thinking the wrong things. Putting up stickers, trying to bring attention to what they're doing is now a crime. Why do you think that is? You saying the wrong thing, you soon thinking the wrong thing. What our enemies fear the most is us banding together as a group. That's what they fear the most. Because at that point, when and if we do, I'm convinced we will, it's not overnight over. But at that point, anything is possible. When we have means, resources, professional people, good people, high IQ people, dedicated people, knowledgeable people, people who can drive and push in the same direction. Just imagine for a moment, if you will, 2 million white people putting their mind to something and pushing in one direction for whatever it is. Sure, they can nuke us, they can kill us, they can turn some enemy army again. Yes, all those things are highly probable and possible, like they did in the Baltic countries or whatever, like the NATO uprisings and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that kinda don't look that great. You know what I mean? Kinda not, it's not that great. We can make ourselves unstoppable if we want to, if we decide to. We just finally put our foot down and say we've had enough and things are changing now.